Answer is 114. Answer is 656.
Oh my gosh.
Answer should be 6. The first 3 get this problem. First 3 up here with the right answer. Answer is 25.
Can we pick 2 lottery numbers?
You can pick 2 lottery numbers today. The winning numbers today are 2, 6, 7, 12, and 18.
Oh, I like that about it.
Today's objective is to find probability with and without replacement. Example 1. From an earlier lesson, we knew that if we wanted to find the probability of drawing a face card, how many face cards are there in a deck of cards?
What?
Not all the cards, just the face cards.
12.
There are 12 face cards, right. And then there are 52 cards in a deck. So 12 over 52 would be reduced to 6 over 26, and then 3 over 13. All right, now what we're going to do is this. We want to find the probability, and I'm hoping I can draw it, or at least write it, the probability of getting a face card and then a 3. And this is with replacement. So we know the probability of getting a face card from the previous problem we just did is 3 over 13. But if we're going to draw these consecutively, then you multiply the first probability for this by the probability of getting a 3. How many 3s are there in a deck of cards? There are 4, so 4 over 52 is the same as 2 over 26. That's 1 over 13. So the probability of drawing a face card is 3 over 13. Drawing a 3 next is 1 over 13, because when we drew the first card, we replaced it and put it back in the deck. So 3 times 1 is 3, and 13 times 13 is 169. So the answer is 3 over 169. Here's a quick review. This is just an example of the probability of finding a face card. This problem here, when you have it separated with a comma, means you're going to make 2 draws. What's the probability of drawing a face card and then a 3? And the problem will tell you with replacement. That means when I draw something over here, it goes back in the deck. We know that the probability of a face card is 3 over 13, and the probability of drawing a 3 is 1 over 13. You multiply these 2 fractions together to come up with this answer. Here's example 2, just like the last one. What is the probability of drawing a 6 and then a 2? How many 6s are in a deck? 4. So 4 over 52, and this is with replacement, so we put it back in the deck and draw again. How many 2s are there? 4. And you have to multiply these fractions together, but before you do that, make sure you reduce them so you don't have to reduce a large number later. 4 over 52 is the same as 1 over 13. And it's the same thing here. So multiply straight across to get 1 over 169. That's the probability of drawing a 6 and then a 2. Practice 1. What is the probability of drawing a heart and then a 4? The probability of drawing a heart is 13 over 52, and the probability of getting a 4 is 4 over 52. Now reduce these before you multiply. This one reduces to 1/4, and this one reduces to 1 over 13. So when you multiply these together, you come up with 1 over 52. Two come in.
We'll save the next period.
We're not wake up. You know, come on, bonus, anything possible. Yeah. I'm just sitting here in that spirit, we're gonna do more.
Answer is 77 on the bonus. Five times 4 is 20, plus 3 and 2 is 25. 12 minus 7 is 5, so 25 divided by 5 is 5. Squared is 25, plus 5 is 30. What's the probability of drawing a club and then a 7? On the practice, the probability of getting a club is 13 out of 52, and the probability of a 7 is 4 out of 52. This reduces to 1 over 4, and this reduces to 1 over 13, so the answer is 1 over 52. Answer is -7.
Capper is so small.
There's a 0. If this is a 0, that's a 0, and that's a 0.
Yeah.
It's multiplied all these out, so the answer should be 0.
It's still a capper, no, quarter, so it's not a follow up. Just trying for a little bit of fun.
Answer is 7.
You pick 2 again.
You can pick two numbers. Winning numbers are 1, 4, and 8. Example 3. We want to find the probability of drawing a club and then a 3. And this is without replacement. So when I calculate the probability of a club, everything is already in there. You have 52 cards, and there are 13 of them for clubs. But if I don't replace the card that I drew, then how many total cards do I now have? 51. And how many 3s are there? There would be 4. So you would still reduce this to 1 over 4 for the 13 over 52, but 4 over 51 can't be reduced. So you just have to multiply straight across to get 4 over 204. Oh, we can cancel out. I just noticed that. There and there, you can cancel that out and come up with a 1 over 51. I'm having a hard time concentrating. I'm getting drowned out through the door in the hallway. Blake's going to shut the door for me. I wonder if that shows up on video. Well, yeah, I kept recording this on purpose. Example number 4. What is the probability of drawing a card that is less than 5 and then a face card? How many cards are less than 5 in a deck of cards?
16.
Well, you have ace, 2, 3, 4, and you're right, it is 16. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, so we'll have 16 over 52. And then when we go to draw the face card, since this is without replacement, we only have 51 cards left, and there are 12 face cards in the deck. So reduce where you can. I need to switch to yellow. There we go. So let's reduce that 16 over 52 to 8 over 26. 4 over 13 is what it should be. And then you'll have 12 over 51. So I think all you can do there is multiply 4 by 12 on the top to get 48. And on the bottom you should get 663. Now I believe these can reduce. 48 over 663. I think you can cut the 48 down by 3 and get 16. And the 663 divided by 3 is 221. Practice 3. What is the probability of drawing a card that is less than 6 and then drawing a queen? On the practice problem, we have an ace, 2, 3, 4, and 5 that are less than 6, so that's 5 cards out of 52. This is without replacement. So there are 4 queens out of 51 cards still remaining. When you multiply across, you get 20 over 52 times 51, which is 2652. In other words, you could have reduced on this first. Cancel the 4 and make that a 1 and make this a 13. And then you would be left with a 5 on the top, and then 13 times 51 on the bottom is 663.
You got 2 more days left now in school. Where are you going then, Tate?
Answer is 63. Answer is 40.